Sorry, I just realized that I didn't have my mic down. Hello, everyone. We're doing the new Fate Grand Order event.
So, the masses have decided to act. To think that I would make such a grave error in judgment.
What's the problem? All you gotta do is to win a war is wipe out the opposing side, right? All that matters is that we're still standing when this is over.
You blithering fool! Can you not see how many of them there are? The odds are against us!
Nope. Sorry. I was too busy cutting down enemies to feed my sister after our parents died to learn about statistics.
I suppose there was little sense in making you commander. Very well then, leave. Go wherever you wish.
Fine by me. Guess that means you and I are through. When does Jalter come in? I like Jalter. Oh, it's Crime Grandpa! Well, General Tan, can I convince you to surrender peacefully? At our age,
I have no intention of refusing to acknowledge reality. But I also know that your army was quite determined to take advantage of the situation. So I thought you could at least serve as a scarecrow of sorts, and draw the rebels' attention away. Then, while your forces and theirs stared each other down, my soldiers could strike at them from behind.
A clever plan, General Tan. Just what I would expect of you. That sort of thinking is exactly why I had to say what's of you. I can't do a good Moriarty voice, I'm sorry. Also, this Ryu voice is hurting my throat. What did he say? Well, you succeeded. I never dreamed you would come to kill me in my sleep. Now my army is destroyed thanks to your ambush. But what will you do now? I can't imagine you think you'll be holding back the rebel army with your forces alone. That's your problem right there, General Tan. You're too earnest for your own good. As a matter of fact, I've already reached an understanding with the rebels. Once they have conquered the palace, I'm to be the new government's representative. They have no more desire for senseless bloodshed than I do, after all. When do we get to Jalter? You contemptible wretch! Even I couldn't have imagined he would be so self-serving. Hey, it's Moriarty. I know jack about Moriarty, but I guess I could see him doing this. Please don't think too poorly of me, General Tan. If anyone here is to blame, I would say it's you. With Vice General Miguel Angel Cortez couped down, delivering the final blow, the kingdom of Nadai Nadha was no more. Soon after, the Republic of Nadai Nadha stood in its place, with Miguel serving as its first president. Though the nation never reached the heights of power it once knew, its people were more than happy to enjoy a new peace in its stead. 10 years later. Ooh, I like this opening animation. Actually, this opening in general is pretty good. Does that mean that Salazar guy is going to be added to the gacha? Salazar is the new one, right? The new assassin, I think. 2-star rarity? I should have checked the news to see if there was anything about another guy being added to the gacha. Are you ready yet? You're so impatient, Uncle. I'm not impatient. You're just slow. Oh! Anyway, I'm surprised there's such a beautiful mansion all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. It used to be one of the royal family's summer homes. The people tore down or sold the other ones, but this one remained to serve as Miguel's residence. I'm not doing a Salieri voice. I already forgot how I did it. But that Miguel guy's dead now, right? I will do a Jalter voice, though. Indeed, he passed before he had even turned 60. I still have trouble believing he's gone. Go on, now say hello to his widow. Who's it gonna be? Is it Gouda? Welcome, Lord Antonio. Welcome, Lady Elise. You're too kind. It's an honor to be invited. ... No, as the new head of the Meihousou Manor, it's my pleasure to have you all here. Wait, is Miguel the one who died? Oh, yeah. Jalter said that already. I can't believe Crime Grandpa is fucking dead. It's almost time for the toast, so I'll see you both later. She can't fool me. I can tell she's secretly dancing for joy. With her husband's untimely death, she's got all his wealth to spend however she likes. Although, if you count the time she spent as Miguel's foster daughter... Ew! I hate that! She's been with him for 10 years, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is totally not what huge. Watch your mouth, Elise. Sorry, Uncle. By the way, who's that suave-looking hottie over there? Is it gonna be Ozymandias? No, it's the Rioma guy. He seems familiar somehow. Wait, that uniform's from the Old Kingdom. Excuse me, but you wouldn't happen to be Antonio Roberto Jobium, the court physician? Who might you be? My name is Roma Qureshi. I used to report to General Cortez. Ah, I thought I recognized you. I saw you in the palace a number of times, though of course I hardly expect you to remember me. I don't see any of Miguel's other subordinates here. They really cared about you. I'm afraid I know almost nothing about politics. Are you a high-ranking government official now? No, I'm actually quite ignorant of politics myself. I resigned before the new government was established, and now I'm the town doctor. My family was rather poor, so the only reason I joined the army in the first place was to give myself a chance to attend medical school free of charge. That sounds familiar. Ah, so you were a medical officer then. Let me guess, he was not a medical officer. You're just awfully fancy for a doctor. Oh, this is just the nicest outfit I own. It's one of the few I own that miraculously escaped being eaten by moths, so I figured it would do for formal dress. By the way, I don't believe I caught your name. It's Elise. Maybe you heard it before. Oh, you're that singer! I heard your voice on the radio. Well, it seems like every day anymore. That sentence doesn't make any sense. It seems like every day anymore? I think there was a typo there. I leave it on all the time in my clinic, so I've become very familiar with your songs. They do wonders to cheer up my patients, too. Well, of course. My voice... That may be. Oh, come on, Uncle. What do you care if the plebs like your music? Stop that. You stop that. I must apologize for my niece. I'm worried her refusal to learn any manners will be the death of her career someday. Oh, that's all right. At any rate, I'm surprised she made it through the massacre. I remember they slaughtered everyone in the palace that day, even the non-combatants. Well, this turned dark. Suppose we are talking about the aftermath of a Revolutionary War. That's, No, I'm sorry. It's a painful memory for me, too. I shouldn't have brought it up so casually. Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you later. How long is this cutscene? Man, Uncle, this place is huge, but there's hardly anyone here. I could count them all on my 2 hands. Yes, I find that strange, too. And it's not the only weird thing around here. I know you're not exactly a spring chicken, Uncle, but look at the other guests. They're almost all relatively young guys. And they're all really good-looking, don't you think? Now that you mention it, I suppose they are. Almost none of them seem like they belong here. Here we got Ozymandias and Arash. I heard you two talking with that guy in the white suit. Are you really the famous singer and composer duo? May I ask who you are? It is I! I mean, the name's Vargas. Ozymandias just cannot stay in character. At least that's what I'm getting. And I'm Garcia, Vargas' partner. I'm sorry we're both dressed like slobs. Okay, 1, new ship. 2, you guys look fine. At least Ozymandias. Ozymandias looks way more formally dressed than you, so I don't know know why you're throwing him under the bus. Whatever, I'm talking too much and not reading enough of the actual dialogue. That's how you knew the deceased? What was that? Are you trying to say I don't belong here? Damn it, I forgot to do the Ozymandias voice. Cut that out, Vargas. Your inner hick is showing. What? Sorry about that. Spending all our time out hunting doesn't leave a lot of opportunity for us to practice our manners. You guys are hunters? Sure are. We heard you get out, and we figured it would help us out a ton if you became a regular customer, but ended up passing just before we finalized an arrangement with him. So now we're hoping to do business with Gabriella. We're doing our best to win her over. You and me both, pal. Wait, does this mean Murasaki Shikibu might be in the gotcha? What he said. Come on, partner, loosen up. Sorry, guys, he's a bundle of nerves right now. Usually he's much nicer. We'll come chat with you again once he's had a few drinks to take the edge off. Don't miss the charge report, buddy. Garcia acquitted himself okay, but Vargas seemed like he had no idea how to behave. And here I had to pull every string I could just to get an invitation. I wouldn't normally expect to run into people like that in a place like this. Maybe they stole someone else's invite then. I suppose they could just be going by Garcia and Vargas to match the names on a stolen invitation. Will this be important later? Let's wait and see. But what would they hope to achieve by sneaking in here? Maybe they're after Cortez's legacy? My man Antonio is so quick to think these people are suspicious. Maybe since I haven't been in a situation like this, I'm assuming that he's being less reasonable than normal in coming to these conclusions, but whatever. Maybe they're after Gabriella. She must have had it rough, having to marry that geezer and all. Hey, don't insult crime, Grandpa. Besides, they literally just said they wanted to woo Gabriella, right? Who could blame her for wanting to have some fun with some new boy toys now? They both have a nice head. Entertained for a long time. No! You really must learn to hold your tongue. This is why everyone says you should just stick to singing. Yeah, so who are those weirdos? They look totally out of place too, though for pretty different reasons. They look fine. Mash looks a little plainly dressed, but we probably don't have any other good sprites for her. That sounded like I was insulting Mash. I'm sorry, Mashu. I've been wondering about them too. Let's go say hello. Fine by me. Now that I look closely, the guy's a lot cuter than I thought. Pardon me, would you be so kind as to tell me your names? Me? I'm Isidoro Pogioli, traveling musician. I'm Antonio Roberto Jobin, composer. Oh my, you don't say. How about you, short stuff? Hey! Jolter, we don't disrespect Mashu. I guess this is part of the script. I'm Adriana Molinari, Mr. Pogioli's assistant. So you're studying to be a musician yourself, but you still don't have your own instrument? Wow, so quick to jump to conclusions, Elise. Yes, Yes, sir. I'm sorry. You really must learn to keep your mouth shut too, Elise. Yeah. Alright, I think we'd better go greet those strapping young men over there. I'm sure we'll see you two later. Talk about shady. They didn't even recognize our names. They could merely be posing for musicians. My man Antonio is so quick to assume anyone is suspicious. There definitely seems to be more than meets the eye with everyone so far. I don't know, Mash's character seems legit, but maybe that's because I really trust Mash. The same could well be said of us. Remember, try not to stand out too much. Are you sure you guys look like you attract? Are you much here? Aside from Ozymandias, I guess, but he's normally dressed like that. I know, Uncle. We both have our reasons for being here. Are they planning to kill someone? I feel like I've seen that servant somewhere before. Of course you have. That's a servant. That's what I was feeling the other day. Oh yeah, I knew I recognized those good looks. Because he got put in the gotcha. No, everything's fine. We were just wondering why a priest like you is working as a servant. Elise! Oh, it's quite alright. I can hardly blame you for wondering. There is nothing I can't do, so I try to help out in any way I can. Just between us, I lost my memory 10 years ago. Wow, they already got to Bond level 5 to unlock the tragic backstory. And Lord Miguel was kind enough to take me in when I had nowhere else to go. I've tried to learn everything I could in order to be of assistance to Lord Miguel ever since. But that still doesn't explain why a priest... Oh, forget it! Not to be rude, but is this everyone who's invited? There were far more people at the funeral. Yes, this is everyone. Lord Antonio, Lady Elise, Lord Garcia, Lord Vargas, Lord Roma, Lord Isidoro, Lady Adriana. You all received invitations from Lord Miguel before he passed away. I inspected the invitations myself. Alright, but Mr. Miguel is no longer with us. How can you be sure the invitees truly are who they say they are? Lord Antonio. I may not have regained my memories, but rest assured that my loyalty to Lord Miguel is as strong as ever. I'm calling it now. Salazar is going to be the murderer of whoever gets murdered. Watch it turn out that, like, Miguel was deemed to have died of natural causes, but he was actually murdered. And it was Salazar this whole time. So if any of these guests do turn out to be interlopers, I will deal with them myself. Deal with them how exactly? As I said, there is nothing I can't do. I could kill God. Jalte's looking like he actually said that last part. Now, if you'll kindly excuse me, I'll be right back with the wine for the toast. When do we get transported to this via dream logic? Maybe he's Gabriella's new lover. He definitely seems devoted enough. Jalter, what the fuck? Lord Antonio, Lady Elise, thank you once again for coming to my Meihousou. You're too kind. Ugh, is that all you know how to say? And here are your glasses. You're the last to receive them. Thank you, Salazar. After you. Oh no, you first. I am the hostess after all. I will take the last one. I see. Very well then, if you insist. You take one too, Elise. I'm trying to go for like an Azula voice for Jalter, but I don't think I'm doing it very well. And I'll take the last glass. Good, it looks like everyone else has theirs. Alright, everyone. Why are they here again? I don't know. I will home. So, I'm sorry? You're living high and mighty now, and all you had to do was sell your youth to that geezer. Good thing you were born poor, huh? Jesus, Elise! Hold your tongue! Hey! You got white on my dress! What's the big idea? I'm so sorry. Jesus! Morisaki Shikibu is fucking dead! Huh? What do you think you're doing? She's dead, Elise. Gabriella, please stay with us. Okay, introduction. Well, I like this beach. Also, this music always makes me think of that one song. It's like, I can't help falling in love with you. We're gonna have to put Mess back on the team if they want to join. If he wants to join, might be. This is a really unusual case. Consistency. This is also mysterious. I've been up still never see surprise. I'm so sorry. It took me longer to get ready than I expected. Keep you waiting long? Wait, is this a regular singularity or is this a play written by Shikibu? Whoa, it's okay. You're right on time. Nice to meet you, Murasaki Shikibu. Sorry to call you here on such short notice. I thought the initial Murasaki Shikibu event took place. And like I've said, second camel, no spoilers. Wanted to ask me. Well, I've been observing the small singularity for a while now, and I wanted to ask for your help in erasing it. Usually I'd be talking to Bruce about this, but I thought it might be best to do a bit of groundwork before bringing them in. See, this latest case is kind of unusual. I had Shiba examine it, and it turns out that this singularity has sort of a unique structure. It's hard to describe, but it kind of looks like it's in the Caribbean, only it also has a bunch of other locations packed into it. Lulu Hawa too? Lulu Hawa too, huh? It's kind of like this tiny world with models from various time periods. All that will real. I know you weren't familiar with this particular culture, so I hope this is making sense. A tiny world with all sorts of models. Admittedly, I know almost nothing about this. That sounds like it might be good for filming a moving picture. Yes, exactly. It's a movie. Huh? This latest singularity is basically a film world. Well, to be completely fair, it's something of an unfinished work as far as I can tell. I'm speculating here, but I think this began when a ghost, probably a director, passed on before he could finish his last movie. Wait, so ghosts can just make singularities now? I'm very confused by everything that is going on. Then this ghost probably happened upon a Holy Grail fragment and ended up making a singularity out of his regrets. Oh, I see. He had to find the Holy Grail first. I'm out of water. So to resolve this one, we need to focus first and foremost on finishing the movie. But the catch is that the whole premise this world is built on is that the movie is unfinished. This ghost director can never finish the movie on his own, so eventually, when his wish fails to come true, this singularity should disappear on its own. Since this is such a minute singularity and all, I estimate that'll happen in around 3 days. Am I not even going to come in like as a character? Am I just gonna do the fighting? I see. So we don't have to do anything about it then? Well, yes and no. See, when a singularity disappears on its own, it doesn't leave anything behind. But if we resolve what is causing the singularity and collect the Holy Grail fragments within it, we can get a ton of magical energy. And since Chaldea is constantly running low on magical energy, well, this is very hard for me to say, but... Well, yes, and prefer magical energy. Like I said, we know what needs to be done to make the singularity go away. We just have to finish the movie. But once again, since this world's premise is that the movie is unfinished, we're going to need help to do that. The ghost director no longer exists. All that remains now are this world's systems. If I had to give it a name, I guess I'd call it Drifting Cinema Space Hollywood or something? Just don't tell Edison about it. He's infamous in Hollywood after all. I wouldn't be surprised if he were drawn and quartered the moment he race shifted there. Oh boy. But enough about Edison. What I'd like from you is for you to make your way into this alternate Hollywood and make sure the movie gets finished somehow. It could be whatever genre you like. The only thing I ask is that you try to make it a good movie if you can. Ooh, is this gonna be like that first summer event where we get to make our own decisions about how things happen? I'm pretty sure the better the movie turns out, the more resources we can collect when it's over. That's why I asked you to come here. I figured an author servant would be the best choice to write and direct the film. Huh? But I don't know the first thing about movies. Also, wouldn't it make more sense if the worse the movie was, the more magical energy would be left? Like, as long as this director ghost is satisfied. Shouldn't it take... Maybe it'll turn out that I'm the right one. In common, but oh hey, I finished burning. But alright, I'll try. I'll usually cause nothing around here. So if there's anything to make show how and the trouble that really fall, I think. You're an earnest one, aren't you, Murasaki? You'll tire yourself out in no time if you keep that up. Well, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Roman? You should take a page from Da Vinci's playbook and just smile all the time with Karen. No, on second thought, the last thing we need is another Da Vinci running around. Besides, what is supposed to be here? Basically, do the assignment seriously, but I hope you also take some time to relax, you know? Oh, that's probably not 100% accurate. Maybe it's like 80% accurate. After all, this is a movie we're talking about. You can't make a masterpiece if the crew isn't enjoying themselves. That said, we don't have much crew of our own to spare in this case, or much in the way of supplies and participants. So we need to keep the cast to the minimum, and you need to finish the script ASAP. The singularity disappears in 3 days, so you're in for some serious time. Think you can do it? I'll do my best. It's going to be even harder since I didn't get much sleep after staying up all night reading that wonderful book, but I can't back out now. Thanks, Murasaki. It's really encouraging to hear that. I'll talk to Bruce about this and fill him in. So all you have to do is come then get started. If you need me, I'll be brainstorming down in the library. I thought this was the end of the cutscene. And that's pretty much it. A creative endeavor this time, huh? Thank you for filling us in with 30% less tension than usual, Doctor. Also, how can Senpai and I help? Do you need me to be Master's bodyguard? No, we're barely seeing anything in the way of hostilities here, so there shouldn't be any need for that. God, if I stream this event, is it going to be nothing but cutscenes? This time, all you have to do is enjoy yourself, MASH. I do have a job for you, though, Bruce. Of course. Here, take this. Ta-da! It's the Chaldean video camera Da Vinci secretly gave me a while back. Pretty awesome, right? Check out how light it is. Not for nothing, this thing cost us a small fortune. Everything it captures will turn out beautifully, no matter how little a camera person knows about shooting video, and it can record for dozens of hours straight. Really? This is what you put your money into? Not helping to protect the world? When we're low on magical energy, do you have to make us low on funds? I know, why don't you try using it to record your entire daily life for practice? Well, everything except the bedroom and bathroom, of course. Fuck no. Why would you even say that? That camera has Senpai utterly entranced. Doctor, if we're making a movie, won't we need a proper film crew? Unfortunately, we don't have a heroic spirit versed in directing film. Well, I think we actually do have one, but I have a feeling it would be more trouble than it's worth. Anyway, as long as we get some kind of film out of it, even if it's just a documentary, everything should be fine. Didn't you say it has to be good? Still, the cast is get the cast. Oh, I guess it was just the characters. That makes sense. Everything to observe, Bruce. You already need to look after your servants as their master anyway, so you're the perfect man for the job. Anyway, that's all I've got. The rest is up to you guys. You can start by hashing things out with Murasaki. Please tell me this is the end of the God!
There do seem to be costumes in the Singularity, but I won't know if we can use them until we get there. I'll need to take that into consideration when making my casting decisions. I've already got servants in mind for most of the parts. But the one best suited to this last role is... Hello, Murasaki! Dr. Roman told us to come see you here. Master Bruce and their maid servant, Mash Kyrillite, are ready to race shift at any time. Oh, hello, Lady Mash and Master. The script is, well...
Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. I already told the cast my idea, and they all said something along the lines of, I've never made a movie before, but if it will help with Chaldea's resource troubles, I'm in. And readily agreed to participate. If possible, I was hoping you'd be willing to perform it too, Lady Mash. Would that be all right with you? Yes, I'd be glad to. Don't worry, Senpai. I think I'm a pretty decent actor if I do say so myself. Wonderful. All right, as for the rest of the main cast...
Okay, we got Crime Grandpa, of course.
Huh? Is that Moriarty? I wonder what he's doing there.
What do you think, Mash? He's here to audition. Ah, my back! That's me every day. Of all the places for this ticking time bomb to go off. Doctor, where's the doctor? I don't know why I made him Irish. No, that won't do. Come on, Moriarty, old boy. Count the decibels and fine, he'll get a hold of yourself. Alright, I think I can manage if I just sit down slowly. Oh crap, I'm losing my balance. This is me whenever I get up. I can't see for shit. My back hurts all the time. Keep falling around. My vision goes black. Yeah, that was quite the exaggeration, I'll admit, of how I go about my day.
Hey, mister? Did you see the book with the peppermint green hardcover I left around here? It's very delicate, so it could fall apart if someone steps on it by mistake. Have you seen it anywhere?
A peppermint green book, you say? That's the very book I just destroyed! Jesus, Moriarty, what's going on? Well, as a matter of fact, I think I saw someone take it with him before I sat down here.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait here until he comes back.
I'm sorry, my girl, but you would be wasting your time. You'll feel better if you resign yourself to never seeing him again. Wow, that's pretty drastic. Without knowing that he's lying, that is pretty drastic.
Really? Then what should I do?
Well, I would hate to see a child cry. Alright, I tell you what, I'll give you anything else your heart desires instead. And while I'm doing that, I'd better think of a way to somehow repair the book. Let's see. Was there a servant here who could go back in time and restore an object's physical integrity?
Lord James Moriarty?
Yes, what is it? Can't you see I'm busy scheming right now?
There's something complicated I would like to talk to you about if you don't mind.
I see. Yes, of course. I don't mind at all. As long as it doesn't involve my poor back.
Okay, I'll try not to bother you then. Just please don't forget your promise, mister.
I won't. I'll take care of it as soon as we're done here. I'm saved.
Well, it all started when...
Please tell me the cutscene's gonna end soon. I see. Under the circumstances, I would certainly be willing to perform on one condition.
What is it?
I'd like you to restore a book for me. Or rather... Dang it. You are the mistress of books, yes? Surely you can fix it. Please tell me you can fix it.
Thank goodness. I knew it would be perfect for the most difficult part. Lord Bruce, Lady Mash, Lord Moriarty, Our task this time is not to win a battle, but to perform a story. Please do keep that in mind. Alright, then let's go race shift to our filming location. Drifting Cinema Space Hollywood.
When is this cutscene going to end? I feel like I'm on Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, and I know that's a really old reference. But whatever. A Meihousou most foul. Well, alright then. Okay then. Support servants only? Whack. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Cypherites.